Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty.
Sonoma wrapped up last week the same way.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. The Sonoma Stompers pregame show is on the air. Kieran Costa and Nate Martin have you covered up until first pitch here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Get all the insights and analysis for tonight's contest and hear from Stompers manager Zach Pace on the Stomper Report. Your coverage of Stompers baseball starts right now.
It's the final week of the 2026 regular season. The Stompers, with a win today, would secure themselves a spot in the playoffs, and the only way they miss the postseason is if they lose out, and we know that's not going to happen. Just a half game away from making the playoffs over Menlo Park. But today they have the San Francisco Seagulls, a team they're 6-1 against, but last time on Sunday, it was San Francisco with their first win of the year.
Yeah, and it was a game that Sonoma easily could have won. They had the bases loaded in that top of the ninth. The first few guys reached, and you only got one run out of it. Very disappointing for Sonoma, all things considered. So this is a team that's ready to bounce back, that needs to bounce back to secure a spot in the playoffs, and that's exactly what Sonoma wants.
Nate Martin takes you through the highlights of an ugly Sunday night south of San Francisco.
Sonoma wrapped up last week the same way it started it, on the road against San Francisco. And to get going, the Stomps called on the bottom of the order to produce.
Ayala lines this one into left field for a base hit. Mike Jones rounds third, heads home. The throw is way offline, and it's an RBI single for Bryson Ayala, his 11th run knocked in of the year. Sonoma's tied this ball game up at 1.
Bryson Ayala wouldn't stop there. A couple innings later in the fourth, he added more to the Sonoma lead.
2-0 to Ayala. Crushed to left field. Hurtado running back, and he watches it leave. Bryson Ayala with his second home run of the summer gives Sonoma a 4-1 lead in the top of the fourth. A line drive that just kept on traveling.
Someone else who started slow added on for the Stompers in Ben Sebastiani.
Sebastiani hits that one to left center. It goes over to the wall and bounces over it for a back-to-back ground rule double. Europero scores. Sebastiani with another RBI on the year, his 9th. Every single one of them have come in the month of July. And that'll be Ted Soares' day. A new arm into the game for the Seagulls. Sonoma leads 5-1.
But then the Seagulls fought back. First by getting within 1 in the 6th.
The 1-2 once more. The runner holds. Check swing, but it gets away from the catcher. Burnham, and a run crosses the plate. Gilbreth scores. Heflin goes to second. 2-2 count. And now a 1-run game here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 runs across the plate. 5-4 Sonoma leads.
And then by taking the lead in the 8th.
A long hold and a pitch. Brewer checks his swing and bounces it to Misa, who bobbles it. His only throws to first, picked by Shepler for the first out. And with the infield in, that's not a bad play, but it is an RBI for Brewer and a 7-5 lead.
Sonoma would score a run in the 9th, but would leave the bases loaded and lose to the Seagulls 7-6.
So the Stompers do get a chance at revenge against the Seagulls, the final time the two teams play in 2026 to start the week. And Nate, it's Max Mazinter's last tune-up start before he's slated to get the ball in the CCL wildcard game.
Yeah, and he's been really solid the last couple games. We've seen a lot of improvement through just 3 appearances this summer already. The last time out against a really tough Walnut Creek lineup, he only allowed a couple of runs and struck out 4. He's got an easier test today, I'd like to say. The Seagulls offense less potent than the Crawdads, but you still, don't want to give them runs early. This team struck first the last time the two teams played, and while it wasn't how Sonoma started the game, it was how the Stompers finished the game that cost them. You still want to get out to a good lead early and carry on from there.
And we'll see how the bullpen can do. It was the bullpen. Alec Murray let 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th, and that's given San Francisco their only win over Sonoma of the entire year. But Sonoma has a chance, of course, to finish off the Seagulls 7-1 over the 2026 season. That's just been pure domination, and it's been everybody. I mean, the offense finally at the end of last week, we saw everyone come together. Carlson and Vassell both hitting over 330.
Yeah, and it's not just the guys who've been doing it all year. It's guys who've been stepping up late on. Ben Sebastiani on a 5-game hitting streak right now. He's hitting above 450 in the month of July. And then you look at guys further down the order. Bryson Ayala had a home run and 3 RBIs on Sundays when Misael Europero had his 3rd double of the year and added RBIs 20 and 21. So it's a lot of guys stepping up as the season's gone on, and that's exactly what you want for a team posed to appear in the playoffs.
I asked Zach Pace about Ben Sebastiani, Stomper Player of the Week last week on the Stomper Report.
Welcome to the Stomper Report. I'm Kieran Kostowitz, Stompers manager Zach Pace. And Zach, all of a sudden the last week of the season seems like it's gone pretty quick, but you're a win away from clinching the playoffs. What would it mean to get back there for a 3rd year in a row?
Yeah, I mean, that's always one of the ultimate goals, It is a long year, and it does go quick, when you try to take it day by day. And, the ultimate goal is to win it all. And part of that step there is to, get into the playoffs. So we're looking to do that, and hopefully can do that here tonight.
And it's not like a tune-up week. It's obviously still regular season baseball. The games matter, but you're all but locked into the 3 spot no matter what happens this week. What are you sort of looking for out of the guys to work on going into what's rare in baseball, a one-and-done playoff game?
Yeah, I just want guys to get their work in. I want them to take the same approach that we've taken all year, which is, we work our tails off and we try to get better that day, and you try to improve yourself that day. And I think if we have that same mentality, good things will happen, even if the results of the game don't matter. But if you're taking that same approach and, you're process-based, you're not really worried about the results anyways. So that's kind of the ultimate mindset, the ultimate goal. A lot easier said than done. But hopefully our guys can kind of take that same approach.
Max Mazinter gets the ball today, which would line him up for a theoretical wild card game on Tuesday. Sort of what does he need to do in his last regular season start, or what do you want to see out of him to maybe ensure that confidence going into what's going to be his biggest start as a Stomper next week?
Yeah, just filling up the zone and, making quality pitches, keeping the hitters on the defensive mode, and, if he's attacking guys, and I think good things will happen, and, it'll be tough for the other side. So hopefully he has a good outing for us today.
Going into a couple of the bats, we'll start with Ben Sebastiani, who won Stomper of the Week, hit .470 last week, 8 for 17 with 8 runs batted in. After a tough start to the season, he's been really good at the plate the last couple weeks. You've coached him for a couple years now. What have you seen out of him?
It's outstanding. I mean, he's hitting everything hard, taking good pitches, swinging at the right pitches, and it's a lot of good things are happening. I know, he has a lot of confidence with 2 strikes. That's what I really like about him. He has a lot of confidence with 2 strikes, and I know he's had a lot of two-strike hits, some 0-2 hits, and it's because he allows the ball to get a little bit deeper, which is nice. Still being able to catch it on time, but also seeing it deep enough to be able to take those pitches, take some tough pitches with 2 strikes, and battle to get a better pitch and be able to put it in play. And he does a really good job of that. And really excited to see him keep on going and keep on finding barrels.
Just a couple more for you. We'll stick with the offense. Gage McCown also had a really nice week last week, 5 for 14, couple of triples, and he's just seeing the ball really well as one of the few righties in the lineup. How are his at-bats even more important, as I think one of just 2 or 3 lefties in there, or righties in there today?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's a really good hitter and works really hard, and he hits lefties well, and I think we have a lefty today, but he's really good behind the plate. He's really good at the plate when he's in the box, and I think he kind of equalizes the lineup a little bit, being in between the lefties. So it's really huge to kind of have that righty stick in there that's going to be able to take that quality at bat.
And then last one for you. This was your first loss to the Seagulls on Sunday. Guys fired up to go get back in the win column against them.
Oh yeah, of course. It's we had an off day yesterday, and it's time to get back after it and hopefully get back on that winning track and have a quality game for us today.
Thanks, Zach.
Thanks.
Thanks to Zach Pace for the time. As always, Stompers are a win away from securing a playoff spot that they have a 3-game lead over the Legends for, but this one would just be nice to finish off the season against the Seagulls with a win and continue their dominant stretch over San Francisco. Nate, what's the key to doing that today?
Yeah, I think it all starts with the lineup, specifically the top end of the order producing. We didn't see Hunter Carlson or Tino Vassell in the starting lineup yesterday. Both appeared as pinch hitters in the 9th inning. And then a guy like Chase Taylor, who's been fantastic this year as well in the leadoff spot, seeing him get on a couple of times, that sets up the rest of the lineup for success.
We'll see how Max Mazinter does on the mound and how the lineup fares against Declan Mendel when we return for First Pitch on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
Thanks for tuning in to the Stompers pregame show. First Pitch is on the way here on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. The throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck.
Local expertise.
We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers.
Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok. The lines are painted, the lineups are in, the field is raked, and the cleats are laced. Your Sonoma Stompers are just about ready to take the field. Now, straight to the voice of the Stompers, here's Kieran Costa.
Ready to go here on a Tuesday, getting you set for the Stompers and the Seagulls. 5 of the final 6 games for Sonoma will be played here at Arnold Field, and they send Max Mazinter to the mound, a 6'5", 208-pound junior from Scottsdale, Arizona. The righty started at South Mountain Community College, then Tulane, and committed to University of Nevada just a few days ago. He only threw an inning in a third for the Green Wave last year, maybe one of the reasons he's leaving, and he's made 3 appearances for the Stompers, 2 starts. In 8 innings, he's struck out 7 and walked 4 and pitched to a 3.38 ERA. That included 3 innings without an earned run against the Seagulls back on July 8th, and he faces a pretty similar lineup that we've seen all year. The catcher, A.J. Hurtado, leads off. The shortstop, Jake Brewer, hits second, and the center fielder, Davis Gurman, hits third. The first baseman, Christian Lamoth, cleans it up. The second baseman, Tanner Wall, hits fifth, and the third baseman, Brandon Swanson, hits sixth. It's the left fielder, Cade Heflin, batting seventh, the right fielder, George Schmidt, eighth, and the DH, Bryce Brooks, 9. For Mark Caviglia, the manager, he has Bill Ferreira coaching first base today, and Andres Medina over at third. Mark not with the team on Sunday, the only time that the Seagulls have beaten these Stompers. He's taken over managerial duties once more here for this Tuesday contest. He has Hurtado, Brewer, and Gurman due against Mazinter, who has a defense behind him made up of Trent Keys, Chase Taylor, and Ben Sebastiani left to right in the outfield. Tino Vassell at third, Bryson Ayala at shortstop, Misael Europero at second, and Anthony Shepler at first. The Stompers in the home whites with Stompers in Navy script and Navy numbers on the back with orange numbers on the front. With Seagulls wearing their black uniforms with Seagulls on the front, white numbers on the back, and white and blue piping along the sleeves and the neck. These are actually the white San Francisco uniforms across the front, despite the team being based in San Bruno. They still claim the city across the chest, and we're just about ready to go as the home plate umpire Dylan Brewster says play ball, and the first pitch of the ball game for Max Mazinter comes home for a called strike at 6:12 Pacific time. 91 degrees in Sonoma. Dylan Brewster of the balls and strikes today with John Pierce over at first and Matt Bolus over at third. The 1 is grounded towards third. Vassell backs up, spins, sets his feet, and throws out the catcher Hurtado, 1 away. You rarely see a catcher hitting leadoff and a DH hitting ninth. A very oddly constructed order today for Mark Caviglia.
Yeah, and something else you can expect from these Seagulls is swinging early in counts. You just saw it there from A.J. Hurtado, and just 2 pitches, he's already out.
Nice play by Vassell, ranging to the glove side. The pitch to Brewer swung on and missed. That's in the zone at 83, a cutter from Mazinter. He is out in front of Brewer. The 0-1 comes to the shortstop. Takes a strike. Another cutter from Mazinter in the same spot, and he's way out in front of Brewer, 0-2. Jake playing in his 32nd game. He's hitting .294 with a .415 on base percentage. Couple doubles, 12 RBI. He's behind Mazinter 0-2. McCown sets up outside. The pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike 3. Pitcher's pitch there from Mazinter. He gets the call from Brewster. There's quickly 2 away. And that brings up Davis Gurman, who after an illustrious career at Morehead State is headed to Utah to play for the Utes. Gurman, a .271 hitter. 4 doubles and 2 homers. Powerful righty stick. Swings and misses at a first pitch fastball at 89 from Mazinter. Nevada will be the 3rd stop for Max. He'll be a member of the Wolfpack starting in the fall, committed on Monday. The 0-1. Right there again, 0-2. Davis Gurman watches a couple hittable pitches go by. A fastball at the top of the zone and then a cutter on the outer third. And Mazinter a pitch away from an easy first inning. Max works off the extreme first base side of the rubber. The tall righty sets at the belt and delivers. Gurman strikes out swinging. reaches back for 91 and sends Davis Gurman packing. The side is retired. Nothing across for San Francisco, with Sonoma coming up in the bottom half.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
Max Mazinter took just 8 pitches to get through the top of the first, and now the Stompers offense will try and strike first against Declan Mendel, a 5'10", 170-pound righty from San Bruno. Threw at Skyline last year, and in 37 innings, he had a near 4.40 ERA. He hasn't pitched against the Stompers. Out of his 7 outings, 5 have been starts. He's 0-2 with a 4.45 earned run average. Does go deep into ball games, 28 and a third innings over those 7 outings, 21 strikeouts, 9 walks. He's also hit 5 hitters. Last time out on July 9th, he went 5 innings, struck out 2, and gave up just an earned run against Menlo Park, but he faces a much tougher Stompers lineup. The center fielder, Chase Taylor, leads off, followed by the right fielder, Ben Sebastiani, and the DH, Hunter Carlson. The third baseman, Tino Vassell, hits 4th, the catcher, Gage McCown, 5th, and the left fielder, Trent Keys, 6th. 7, 8, 9 goes Misael Europero at 2nd, Bryson Ayala at short, and Anthony Schepler at 1st. It's Mendel against Taylor, right on left to start the ball game. Declan with a high set away from his body, drops the hands and delivers outside with a slider. Majority fastball and slider from the Skyline College righty. Mix in a change as well. Time called at home plate, and A.J. Hurtado walked halfway towards the third base dugout. Maybe an issue with the sign. Seagulls, one of the teams that have the coaches relay the signs to the catcher, who then relays it to the pitcher. Hurtado sets up on the outside corner, and the pitch is off the outside corner. That's the fastball at just 82 from Mendel. Taylor, a patient hitter. He's walked 30 times. Ben Sebastiani on deck. Has to wait a while as Taylor takes a fastball for a called strike, 2-1. Chase, a 226 hitter, but as I mentioned, walks a lot, so the on base over 400. The 2-1 to him is bounced to first. It's a fair ball, says John Pierce. It rolls down the line. Chase Taylor not stopping. He heads towards second. The throw comes in. It's wide of the bag. A leadoff double for Taylor, his 5th of the season. No better way to start it. The lefty just pulled a ground ball past Lamont, the first baseman, rolled down the left field line, squirted into foul territory. By the time Schmidt went to pick it up, Taylor was diving into second with a double.
Beautiful hit right there. You couldn't have drawn up a better leadoff double for Chase Taylor in that one. Just showcased his speed. Great play.
Now Ben Sebastiani, coming off an 8 RBI week, has a chance for another, and he takes a ball at the top of the zone. Carlson on deck. But Sebastiani went 8 for 17 last week. A chance to keep the good times rolling and drive home the game's first run. The pitch. Called strike on the inside corner to Ben. A front hip slider came back to the corner. Ben's average up to 273 after starting the year 0 for 14. The pitch to him, high, behind the head at 85 miles an hour. Sebastiani ducks down out of the way. Avoided what would have been his 6th hit by pitch of the summer. 2 balls and 1 strike. Mendel works right on right to Sebastiani. Works off the first base side and fires. Ben lifts it foul and out of play.
Gonna make a early prediction for the week, Kieran. I think Ben Sebastiani gets his first CCL home run in the final regular season week.
A lot of home games. It's easy pickings. 310 down the left field line. The pitch here is cut on and missed. And Sebastiani strikes out swinging on a slider in. Nate's already jinxed him, 1 away.
Yeah, sorry about that one, Ben, but he started the day similar on Sunday and still had a great day at the plate. He struck out the first 2 times he was up and then had a double and walked twice. So still a lot of baseball left for Ben Sebastiani and the rest of the Stompers.
Situation where you want to try and at least move the runner to third. Now Carlson, see if he can drive him in with 1 out. Taylor still at second. Hunter takes a called strike 1. Change up. Clipped the outside corner of Dylan Brewster's home plate. It's Heflin, Gurman, and Schmidt in the outfield. Swanson, Brewer, Wall, and Lamoth around the infield. As that, another changeup. Went for the outside corner again, but missed badly, 1-1.
A lot of the times, these Seagulls pitchers are pitching on the outside to Hunter Carlson, trying to keep it away from the powerful lefty stick.
One. Outside again, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike to the left-handed hitting Carlson. 333 is where his average sits. He pops this one straight up in the air. It's on the left side of the infield. It's the third baseman Swanson who heads towards the shortstop position to make the catch. And the Stompers are in jeopardy of squandering a leadoff double, but Tino Vassell is a good guy to have up in this spot. Tino, 336 hitter. He has 36 hits this year. 6 doubles, 3 triples, 4 homers, and a team leading and a CCL leading 32 runs batted in. He takes outside. Carlson right behind him with 31. Stompers would love RBI number 33 here. Would take a base hit to the outfield with Taylor still at second and now 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch to the lefty is taken for a ball. 2-0. Fastball trying to live around that outer third to a little bit off it. That's where you'll see the strikes given in this league. Two out of Vassell, fouled at home plate, got a piece of Hurtado, the catcher, 2-1. Charlie Hale runs out to get the ball. He also works as the assistant to the general manager, Chase Anderson. Zach Pace, in his 8th season, has Dave Hoke coaching 3rd and Jacoby Heyer coaching 1st. Mike Nunez, the pitching coach. Paul Madarena, the hitting coach. The pitch to Vassell is a strike. 2-2. Chase Taylor doubled on the 4th pitch of this inning. Since then, Sebastiani struck out and Carlson popped out. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Taylor still at second. The pitch to Vassell is low. Filler up at 3-2. Payoff pitch with 2 outs. Vassell lines it down the right field line. Chasing back is Schmidt. and he watches it go. Tino Vassell pulls one out down the right field line, 336 feet. Ball just never stopped going. Got out of here in a hurry.
It's a hot day. The ball's going to travel. That one was, as you said, just kept on traveling, Kieran. I thought Schmidt had that one read all the way, or that it might have drifted foul. It stayed fair, and it left. Gives Tino Vassell a team lead in home runs now. He escapes the tie with Hunter Carlson. He's now extended that RBI lead as well to 34.
McCown swings and misses. It's 0-1. That's Tino's 5th long ball of the summer. He is now into a tie for the 2nd spot with a handful of names. That one is down and outside. That includes Brian Bull of Walnut Creek and Nick Salmon of Santa Barbara, the son of Tim Salmon, longtime outfielder of the Angels. Arguably one of the best players in that franchise's history. That one outside, 2-0.
Tied for the CCL North lead in home runs. You'll take that.
Tim Salmon in the Angels Hall of Fame, not the real Hall of Fame, if you will. 2-1 on McCown outside and low 3-1.
I'd take an induction into any Hall of Fame, to be fair, Karen.
Tino Vassell is going to make the Stomper Hall of Fame if he keeps hitting like this. Hitting room in right center for McCown, who's way out in front of Mendel, 3-1. And he swings and misses. McCown's full at 3-2. May have chased ball 4. McCown had himself a great week last week. He went 5 for 14 with 2 doubles. Up to 286 with the average and 10 driven in. Here he bounces it foul past Jacoby Hire on the first base coaching box. So we'll get another payoff from Mendel wearing number 6. Interesting to see a pitcher wearing such a low number, sporting the high stirrup socks. Works off the slight first base side of the rubber. His payoff to McCown is upstairs for ball 4. First walk allowed by either pitcher. And that brings up Trent Keys, who announced his commitment to Prairie View A&M down in Texas. That's where he'll play his ball. That'll be the 4th stop for Keys. A tall left-handed hitter. He's hitting 286. And he takes a ball, 1-0. Keys started at San Jose State, then stops at Los Medanos and San Joaquin Delta. He's back at the D1 level to play at PVAMU. He bounces this one weakly to short. Brewer gets a room service hop and slings it in time to first to end the inning. But the Stompers get 2 runs thanks to a long ball from Tino Vassell. They leave 1, and we head to the 2nd with the Stompers leading the Seagulls 2-0.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. solutions made for your vineyard. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Christian Lamont, Tanner Wall, and Brandon Swanson 4, 5, and 6 after a 1-2-3 first. Mazinter back out to the hill now, working with a 2-0 lead. A Tino Vassell line drive that snuck out over the right field fence. The difference in the ball game here in the top of the second. Lamont swings and misses. It's 0-1. Took Mazinter just 8 pitches to retire Hurtado, Brewer, and Gurman. That was a couple of strikeouts in there as well. Max comes set at the belt and delivers inside corner at 90, 0-2. Solid Tuesday crowd on hand here in Sonoma. Starting off what's going to be a busy final week. Mazinter's 0-2 is served into left. Keys drifts back, reaches up, and makes the catch. Another ball that had a little bit more carry than I think Trent Keys thought. He stood still for a second and then started drifting back and stuck his glove up and stabbed it to make the play. Either way, it's 4 up, 4 down for Tanner Wall.
91 degrees, you're going to expect the ball to travel a little bit more.
And it has been through just an inning and a little bit. Now it's the lefty Wall committed to Pepperdine and taking outside for ball 1. Wall hitting .286. 6 doubles and 15 driven in. Slightly open stance for the lefty, who takes upstairs 2-0. Brandon Swanson from Southern Nevada will hit next. But Mazinter has to come into the zone here at some point to Wall. The 2-0 is foul back. Tanner on base 3 times on Sunday, a couple walks and hit by pitch. He's ahead in the count here against Mazinter, and he's now well out in front, 3-1. Swanson on deck, just a .245 hitter, but Mazinter's cruised through 4 hitters. You'd love to see him work back in the count here against Wall. The 3-1 pitch is popped up. Foul ground on the first base side. Anthony Shepler backpedals and squeezes it with that big first baseman's glove. And foul ground is where he made the play, 2 away. Tanner Wall just popped one up there on a 3-1 pitch, let loose, and was way under it. And Brandon Swanson has to try and keep this inning alive. After Mazinter's retired the first 5 he's faced. First pitch fastball is a called strike. Cutter on the inside corner. Mazinter delivers a pitch. That's popped up to right. Ben Sebastiani comes on, fighting the sun. He makes the catch with one hand, and the inning is over. 6 up, 6 down for Mazinter through 2. Over the bottom of the second inning next, Sonoma up 2-0.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Stompers already leading 2-0. They have a chance to extend with the bottom third of the order, Europero, Ayala, and Shepler in the second. Tino Vazel's 2-out, 2-strike home run in the first, the difference. Declan Mendel back out there, and he works right on left to Europero. Misa takes a called strike 1. That's the fastball from Mendel, works 80 to 84. Europero had a double on Sunday, his third of the year. Goes along with a home run and a 209 average. He takes down and away 1-1. Changeup that missed. Mendel working that changeup down and away to left-handed hitters. Europero pops it foul out of play. One-two, Europero behind Mendel. Sliders hit towards the shortstop. Brewer dives, picks it up, throws to first. Not in time. Infield single for Misael Europero, but a great play by Jake Brewer, who went into a full extension into the 5-hole. Gloved it cleanly, and I think his only play was to throw to his knees. He popped up and threw, and Europero beat it by half a step.
The Seagulls have been a team that have been plagued by errors whenever they play Sonoma, but Jake Brewer always seems to play a great short.
Yeah, and I am surprised they're charged with any errors the way the games are scored in San Francisco. Very liberal to give hits. As Ayala's popped up foul and out of play. We had a couple, frustrating for Sam Matherly, who should not have had an earned run charged to him on Sunday. Routine ground ball to short. Ayala's high throw was ruled a single for Davis Gurman. As Ayala, the man at the plate, swings and misses. He's now behind 0-2. Stompers are on the receiving end of that as well, though. There was a Mateo Heredia ground ball to third that I had in my book as an error, but changed to a single, so that was already his final game as a Stomper. The pitch to Ayala is taken down and inside.
Here's someone who didn't need to have any hits change from an error yesterday, on Sunday, beg your pardon. I mean, Ayala had a no-doubt home run over that awkward left field wall in San Bruno.
That was a
single.
2-hit day for Bryson. Tries to build on it here. He's behind in the count 1-2. Mendel's pitch swung on and missed. That's that same little slider that works inside to righties. Starts on the front hip, and you think it's going to come back to the corner. Tied him up inside. Second strikeout for Mendel. Bryson's home run, 107 miles off the bat on Sunday. It was a line shot as Shepler takes a called strike one. Shepler takes inside 1-1. In comparison, Tino Vasel's home run today, just 92 miles an hour off the bat. So Ayala's ball 15 mph quicker, and they both have the same result, 2-run home runs, and that's the beauty of baseball right there. The pitch to Shepler is taken off the corner away, 2-1. Shep, who announced his NIL deal with TGW Golf today.
A great video on his socials.
Yeah,
you say you have to check it out.
D1 guy dipping his foot into the NIL pool, if you will. 2-1, swing and a miss. You can use NIL Club 10 for 10% off at TGW Golf, thanks to Mr. Shepler, who's in a 2-2 count.
No, let me just reiterate. They paid Shepler to say that, not you
Not
to
me,
say that.
but I'm just helping out Shep. I mean, he gets some of those profits, right? That's how NIL deals go these days. 2-2 pitch is outside 3-2. One more wide one would put a couple guys on for Chase Taylor at the top of the order. Three balls and 2 strikes. Europero runs. Shepler strikes out swinging. Hurtado's throw is wide of the bag into center field. Europero holds there with a stolen base. It was strike 3 on Shepler. An interference on Anthony Shepler called, which will mean Europero is out on, I think that goes in your book as BI, batter interference. Wow, haven't seen that in a minute. Shepler didn't give the catcher Hurtado the room to throw down, so it's a strikeout swinging for Shepler. That's the third for Mendel, and then Europero retired BI batter's interference. So the Stompers, in the end, get a single, but do not leave anyone, and the side is retired. We go to the third inning in a 2-0 game.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. The throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gantz pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later. Still trying to find an exact ruling on how Misa Europero is ruled out. Unfortunately for Misa, it's a stolen base taken off of the board. It would have been his 12th.
Mike Jones has come into the game in left field for Sonoma.
He replaces Trent Keys. You hope there's no injury concern there.
And Keys had to really extend out to make that grab out in left to get out Christian Lamoff to start the second.
So Jones is now in left field and hitting in the 6th position. But it's Kate Heflin in the 7th position going to work here against Max Mazinter. And he takes high. Heflin coming off a 3-hit game on Sunday.
It was a back end of the order that really produced for San Francisco, especially late on.
That was 1/5 of Heflin's hits for the season. As he pops this one foul back. He does have an extra at-bat because he hit twice in the order before it flipped to the top a couple weeks ago. He's 15 for 73 with a double and 5 driven in. 18 strikeouts to just 4 walks.
To be fair, in his extra at-bat, he also got out.
He's in a 1-1 count here against Mazinter. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Cutter at the top of his zone. Heflin chased it.
But to that point about the back end of the order producing, Gilbreth, the 7-hitter, had 2 hits in the 6th and the 8th. Heflin's hits came in the 4th, the 6th, and the 8th. And then Swanson's lone hit was an RBI single back in the 8th as well. 7, 8, and 9 all produced.
The pitch to Heflin's skied on the infield. Tino Vassell, the third baseman, calls it and catches it, 1 away.
And that's been a major issue for San Francisco this year, is the back end of the order. Because the top end of the order is pretty solid. Hurtado, Brewer, Gurman, Lamoff, and Wall are all pretty good hitters to have on your team. It's just when you look down at people like Heflin hitting just above 200, or Schmidt and Brooks are both 3 for 22 on the year. That's where your issues lie.
It's the left-handed hitting George Schmidt right on top of the plate, and he takes a ball outside. That's the cutter again from Mazinter. He's retired all 7 he's faced. A ground ball, 2 strikeouts, and 4 pop-ups. Hardest hit ball was that one that took Keys back a couple steps, but Mazinter's behind now 2-0 to George Schmidt. 3 for 22 without an extra base hit or an RBI. He's struck out in 9 of his 22 at-bats.
Really where Schmidt's been making his money has been on the mound. He's a 2A guy for the goals.
Committed to Cal and ahead 3-0 in the count.
Was a big part of the Stompers early on Sunday looked like they were ready to put up double digits on the Seagulls, and then he came in first reliever out of the pen for 3 2/3 of no run ball.
He's ahead in the count as a hitter, and he's drawn a walk. 4-pitch walk to Schmidt. And he's aboard. Dylan Brewster got clipped by that pitch that skipped up past McCown and got the home plate umpire. That's just the 2nd time Schmidt's walked all year. That's a frustrating one for Mazinter. And he now deals with Bryce Brooks, who's also 3 for 22, but he has a double and an RBI. 11 of his 22 have ended as strikeouts. So that is a 50% strikeout rate. But he has done a little bit better. Walked 6 times. One on, one out. Brooks, right-handed hitter from De Anza, redshirted his freshman year there. Squares to bunt and misses. McCown back picks to first, and safe is George Schmidt. The throw beat him, but Shepler got a little bit turned around trying to make the swipe tag, and George Schmidt lucky to be back in safely. They had him hung up. Brooks checks his swing. Yes, he did, says Dylan Brewster, and it's quickly 0-2. Mazinter right back into the zone after the 4-pitch walk to Schmidt at first. Oh, 2 offer on the way. Strike 3 looking. Third strikeout for Mazinter. Now, walk still the only blemish for first time through as A.J. Hurtado, the right-handed hitting catcher who grounded out to start the ball game, digs back in from the right side.
That was a pitcher's pitch. At the knees and away. Great location for Mazinter.
Mazinter's first pitch misses off the corner away to the righty Hurtado. Schmidt at first, he walked. 2-0 Stompers, top of the third. A long hold by Mazinter. Peeks at first a couple of times, but decides to come home with it and misses up 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Runner at first, 2 outs in the third. Mazinter's pitch in the far batter's box kicks off McCown's glove to the backstop. Wild pitch against Mazinter, and there's now a man in scoring position, but the worries of a 3-0 count on A.J. Hurtado.
It really doesn't get any easier after Hurtado. Brewer, Gurman, and Lamoth, and Wall, the next 4 due up, are the best hitters on the team.
With 2 outs, though, you just have to get one of them. And you still have a chance to get Hurtado. The at-bat not over yet. (3-0). Inside corner for a called strike, 3-1. Brewster took his time, but Hurtado knew it. He didn't even start the trip to first. AJ, the catcher from Coppin State, shared the room with Angel Garcia, but he'll have it all to himself now. Angel Garcia transferring to Bellarmine. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball up on 3-1, and Mazinter's got himself right back into this count. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runner at second, Schmidt. Mazinter looks back towards him and now turns his attention towards the plate, and Hurtado takes ball 4. Close pitch on the outer third and low, but McCown couldn't squeeze it. Maybe that played a part in the second walk of the inning. And Jake Brewer, who's got 12 RBIs, and a Seagull lifer comes up. He directs all the Seagulls' summer camps. He came up through the Seagull Baseball Academy. He's been there for a very long time. Runners lead from first and second. The pitch misses high, 1-0. And the command eluding Max a little bit here in this third inning, but no harm done yet. Any pitch could get him out of it. One and 0 the count. Brewers hit by the pitch, and the bases are loaded. Fastball got him straight in the back. And that will prompt Mike Nunez's first visit. It was 7 up, 7 down to start it. But George Schmidt worked a walk with one out, and after a Brooks strikeout, Hurtado walked, and now Brewer's been hit by a pitch, so the bases are loaded with 2 outs for Davis Gurman.
And that was a bit of an issue yesterday for Sonoma pitching, the hit by pitches. Few different Seagulls dinged by one, including Brewer, so that's not back-to-back games where the shortstop for San Francisco has been hit by a pitch.
Matherly hit 2, Messenger hit 1, and Murray hit 1 as well. The game where Sonoma was given every opportunity to both extend their lead. They left runners in the first, second, third, fourth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 7 of the 9 innings they left a runner. They left them loaded in the 9th inning. They had 4 consecutive walks to start it, which made it a 1-run game. The bases were loaded with nobody out. Mike Jones grounded out, and then Shepler and Vassell both struck out. Davis Gurman. Powerful right-handed hitter. Swings and misses at a first pitch, 0-1. Gurman's seen 4 pitches in this game. All 4 have been strikes. He struck out on 3 pitches back in the first. All-star center fielder. Also participated in the home run derby for the North. The pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. A Seagull from every base. Schmidt from third. Hurtado from second. Brewer from first. Mazenter way out in front of Gurman. It's no balls and 2 strikes. The offer is high, 1-2. Overthrew the cutter a little bit. Had a little bit of ride, but it was up at eye level of Gurman. Did not induce the chase. We'll see what Mazenter decides to go with on 1-2. Looks at third, and Gurman strikes out looking. Beautiful slider on the outside corner. Davis Gurman 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks, and the Seagulls leave him loaded. No runs on no hits, no errors, 3 left. We head to the bottom of the third. The Stompers 2, the Seagulls 0.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz-Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and Carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
And now batting for your Stompers, the center fielder from Yukon, #1, Chase Taylor.
Chase Taylor, Ben Sebastiani, and Hunter Carlson. Top of the order against Mendel, who misses outside and low 1-0. Mazinter worked out of trouble in the top of this third inning. He walked 2 and hit a batter to load the bases before striking out Davis Gurman. As Taylor's now had 2-0. Chase doubled down the right field line, his first at bat. Not the hardest hit baseball, just a 90-mile-an-hour ground ball, but perfectly tucked it inside that first base bag. Lamont, the first baseman, playing one step closer to the line to guard against it here in his second at bat. 2-0. Taylor takes a called strike, 2-1. Taylor takes again. Now it's 3-1. Walk does the trick to get the leadoff man aboard. Taylor swings and grounds it to first. Lamont ranges the other way, dives, knocks it down, can't pick it up. Taylor's at first, the throw gets away. Single for Taylor. That ball, ironically enough, would be right at Lamont if he was playing a normal first base position, but he was playing one step towards the line because Taylor snuck one inside the bag his first trip, and that one was more towards the hole. A great play by the first baseman, Lamont, who dove, knocked it down, and had to play at first base with Mendel covering, but couldn't pick it up cleanly. It's Taylor's second hit of the ballgame. He's aboard again for Ben Sebastiani. Sidestep delivery. Called strike. 0-1.
Curious to see where Lamont plays the third time Chase Taylor comes up.
Ought to be straight away. Sebastiani starts but stops on a slider away. Called strike 2 on a fastball at just 80. Then Sebastiani's behind. Taylor leads from first. Sebastiani strikes out swinging. Fourth strikeout for Declan Mendel, second of Sebastiani, and brings up Hunter Carlson. Carlson popped out. That was in the first inning. After a Taylor double, Sebastiani and Carlson got out. Vassell picked him up with a homer. Carlson lines this one into right for a hit. Rolls out to George Schmidt, who has a pitcher's arm, and so Taylor stops at second. A couple knocks in the inning and a chance to extend this 2-0 lead with Vassell coming up. First and second with just one out.
Now batting, the third baseman from the University of San Francisco, number 21, Tino Vassell.
Tino got jammed on a pitch in, but enough strength to muscle it out over the right field wall. The first pitch he sees is a called strike. Vassell lifts one to center field and deep. Gurman chases back, but runs it down, and Taylor scampers back to second base. Tino retired for the first time today, and Gage McCown has to make this rally fruitful with 2 on and 2 out. Mike Jones on deck. He came in defensively for Trent Keys. McCown walked on a 3-2 pitch back in the first. Cheats up to the very front of the batter's box against a soft tossing righty, and McCown fouls it back. That one's 72 miles an hour. Gage thrives against the faster pitching. It's something we've seen from him all year. So, well, a lot of guys will head to the back of the batter's box, give the ball as much time to travel as possible. McCown cheats to the front, trying to pick it up early and drive home that run from second, Taylor. The pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. Stompers have had a base runner every inning. Could not score in the second. Shepler called for hitter interference, had Pero tried to steal second. McCown takes low and outside.
Declan Mendel is definitely pitching to the scouting report so far. He's someone who likes to compete in the zone. 28 hits, doesn't walk that many.
5 hits to just 1 walk as we play with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Mendel's pitch, McCown in on the hands and fists it foul back. McCown holds at a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch to McCown. Sent down the left field line and deep. Heflin chases into the corner, and it lands just foul. McCown missed a long ball by less than 2 feet. And this is always a tough spot as a hitter. You have to dig back into the batter's box when you thought, and you were oh so close to a 3-run home run. Would have been Gage's 3rd long ball of the summer. Instead, it's still just a 1-2 count. The pitch to Gage struck him out swinging a pitch later. And this side is retired. For the Stompers in the third. No runs, 2 hits. No Seagull errors and 2 left. Nate Martin takes over the play-by-play duties in the 4th with Sonoma on top 2-0.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Top of the 4th, Maximus Inter stays in the game. The starter was really solid through the first 8 outs he got, but then a couple of walks and a hit by pitch. Low to the bases back in the 3rd. He's got a clean slate here with Lamoth, Wall, and Swanson coming to the plate in a 2-0 game. the Stompers in front. Lamoff flew out to left field on a play that took Trent Keys, we believe, out of the game. Now Mike Jones stands in left. First pitch is hit right back up the middle. A one-hopper gloved by Ayala. The throw in time to first. One pitch, one out to start the top of the fourth. Max Mazinter back to his old ways on the mound. Inducing quick outs and eating up innings. Back-to-back games now where we've seen the starter start the fourth inning out. He finished it against Walnut Creek. Only allowed a couple of runs. As that one misses low to Tanner Wall. 1-0. The Crawdads in first place in the CCL North. The Seagulls currently last among the true teams. That one bounced over first. Backing up is Shepler, who takes it to the bag before flipping it to Mazinter just to be safe. 3-1 ground out. 2 down here in the top of the fourth. Sonoma currently in third in the CCL North. If they can get a win, they'd secure the third and final spot in the CCL playoffs, likely playing San Luis Obispo on the road on Tuesday. Brandon Swanson to the plate. The righty gets a off speed away, 0-1. Swanson popped out to the right fielder last time around. The Southern Nevada infielder, second time facing the Nevada commit, Max Mazinter. The 0-1. Another off speed, called for a strike. Mazinter announced his commitment to the Wolfpack yesterday. Had a scout watching him in last week's start against Walnut Creek and secured the offer just a few days later. The 0-2. Swing and a miss off the knees of McCown. Swanson heads for first, but the throw beats him. A 1-2-3-4 for Max Mazinter with his 5th strikeout of the night. We head into the bottom of the fourth in a 2-run game. Sonoma leads.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
Mike Jones has his first at-bat of the ballgame to open up the bottom of the fourth. The left fielder came in for Trent Keys defensively in the third. We're still trying to find out why we believe TK3 was pulled due to an injury that he cured when he was reaching up to grab a flyout, as Jones sends that one a mile high and out of play. And athletic play by A.J. Hurtado scaling the wall, but it was a fruitless attempt. That one was way out of play from Mike Jones. Jones heading to USF this fall, sticking around in the Bay Area after spending a couple of years at Pima CC in Arizona. He gets an 0-1 and bounces it right back up the middle. Brewer charges and throws in time for the first out of the inning. Jake Brewer with another nice play at short. He's been a bright spot on the Seagulls defense. Brings up Misael Europero as Declan Mendel stays in the game. He's gotten himself into a couple of spots of bother. He's allowed 5 hits, one of them to Misael Europero, a single back in the second. The first pitch, just a little low. 1-0 to Misa. Became the 3rd Stomper on Sunday to pass the 20 RBI mark on the season with a 2-run double. He gets a 1-0 and hits that one up the first base line, knocked down by Lamoff, who can't flip the first in time. Europero reaches for the second time today with his second knock. 2 for 2 with a pair of singles, brings up Bryson Ayala. 6th hit of the day for the Stompers offense, with only 1 down in the 4th. No one warming up for San Francisco. Bryson Ayala now have a short stop to the plate. He struck out first time around in the 2nd. The first pitch to the righty is a breaking ball away. 1-0. Mendel mainly working with a fastball slider mix. We also see him throw in a changeup from time to time. What does he go to here on the 1-0 to Ayala? There's the fastball at the knees, 1-1. Lower velo from Mendel. You're going to see that fastball in the low 80s and then the slider in the low 70s. Sonoma has had success against it so far. The 1-1 is a breaking ball hit the other way. Schmidt tracks back and has a read on it. Contorts his body to make the grab for the second out of the inning. Europero forced to retreat back to first. Two down in the inning to bring up the powerful lefty Anthony Shepler. 2 doubles, 3 home runs, all of them in the month of July. But he struck out in the 2nd and then got Misael Europero out on the bases thanks to a batter's interference. He swings and misses at that one, 0-1. A couple of things you know you're always going to get from Anthony Shepler. A first pitch swing and stepping into the batter's box without any batting gloves. The second-year San Jose State Spartan gets the 0-1 and chops at it again, 0-2. Schmidt, after allowing a 2-out homer in the first, has put up a couple of zeros in a row. He's looking for a third here and an 0-2 count against Shepler. The righty fires. And Shepler fouls that one back in and out of the glove of Hurtado. We'll do it again. Five strikeouts on the day for Mendel. Has him up to 26 on the year. Through 31 innings. As there's now some command from Dylan Brewster for one of the bullpen arms to collect a loose baseball in right field, or actually that was to close a gate. A gate flung out open down the right field line. The 0-2, runner takes off. Shepler fouls that one the other way and out of play. We'll do it again. The Novato native battling here with 2 down and an 0-2 count. Chase Taylor at top of the order on deck. He's 2 for 2 today with a double and a single. The 0-2 to Shepler. Low and away, ball 1. Declan Mendel tried to induce a chase from Anthony Shepler, who struck out 20 times this year, including 1 today. Shepler didn't offer at a fastball away. We'll see what Mendel goes to here on the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Anthony Shepler goes down swinging for the second time today. 6 Ks on the evening for Declan Mendel. We head into the top of the 5th and a 2-run game. Sonoma leads.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
For the first time since opening day, a Sonoma starter goes into inning number 5. Max Mazinter faces the back end of the order. Heflin, Schmidt, and Brooks for his 5th inning of work. A fastball misses away. 1-0 to Heflin. The last time a Sonoma starter went into the 5th inning was Sean McBroom against the Slow Blues on June the 3rd. As the 1-0 is hammered but foul. Heflin got a barrel to that one, and it would have been a home run if it stayed fair. Counts now 1-1. Now we're on July 21st. Max Mazinter becomes the second Sonoma pitcher to enter his 5th inning of work. The 1-1. High and away. Ball 2 on the fastball. Cade Heflin, he only had the home run there. He was 3 for 4 in Sunday's win against these Stompers. Seagull looking to get hot. Mazinter misses outside again, ball 3. Hitters count early. It's a Cade Heflin, the first man up here in the 5th. Mazinter agrees on the sign with McCown. The righty deals. A breaking ball up and away. A walk to start things off for Cade Heflin. The 3rd walk of the day, 4th free pass issued by Max Mazinter. And now Zach Pace comes out of a dugout and asks for the ball. Max Mazinter faces one batter here in the 5th and gets pulled. A new arm into the game for Sonoma when we come back on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
The first reliever used by either ball club is Aiden Tinsley here with a runner on first and nobody out in the top of the fifth. The 5'10" righty from Stockton, California, plays his college ball at Modesto and enters for Max Mazinter, who went 4+ innings, no hits, 3 walks, a hit by pitch, and 5 strikeouts. Bunt shown laid down up the third base side and it bounces foul for George Schmidt. Schmidt was the first base runner of the game for San Francisco. He had a 1-out walk back in the third and made it all the way to third, but couldn't score a run. He's the first batter to face the new arm, Aiden Tinsley. 8th appearance of the year for the Modesto College man. He's thrown 10 innings so far. The 0-1. Hit up the right side and through for a base hit. The first knock of the game for San Francisco is a single for George Schmidt. Puts runners on first and second, nobody out. In the top of the fifth. Brings up Bryce Brooks, the designated hitter. Struck out looking back in the third. That was against Mazinter, his first time facing Tinsley. And the knock on Tinsley is he gives up hits. That's the 10th allowed of the year through just 10 innings. He's only walked 3. As a bunt is shown, but Brooks couldn't lay it down. 0-1. Brooks it's the second time we've seen him show bunt. He doesn't really square. He kind of keeps it at a diagonal angle. As he try again on the 0-1. Shepler's expecting it. He's right on the infield grass. And instead, Brooks takes up and in for a ball. Brooks, the only Seagull who didn't appear in Sunday's win over the Stompers. That's only the 6th victory of the season for San Francisco. And we're in the last week of the year as Brooks shows bunt again and couldn't get it. Nothing in 1-2. A.J. Hurtado, the top of the order on deck. Brooks in a 1-2 count with runners on first and second, nobody out. Tinsley would love an out here. Glance back to second. He comes home. The bunt is laid down up the third base line. No one charges for it. Assigns the pitcher, Tinsley, who watches it go foul. And that is an out. The bunt on a 2-strike. It's always a bold call, and it didn't work out that time. Brings up the top of the order with 1 down and 2 on. Brings up Hurtado, who's 0 for 1 today with a walk. Had a double and a single on Sunday's win for the Seagulls. Heading back to Coppin State for a second year. He hits that one high to left. Jones comes in and makes the grab for the second out of the inning. So after giving up a leadoff single, Tinsley's recorded 2 quick outs to bring up Jake Brewer. Brewer was hit by a pitch back in the third. He struck out looking back in the first. There's a few doubles and a triple, second on the Seagulls in average. He's tasked with keeping the inning alive in a 2-run game. Tinsley looks back at second and fires home. And that one hit the other way, but foul. 0-1. Brewer, a San Francisco Seagulls Academy graduate. Started all the way as a youth and is now playing for the collegiate summer ball team. He's behind 0-1 against Tinsley. Breaking ball inside, called for a ball. That one nearly hit Brewer for his 3rd hit by pitch in 2 games against the Stompers. Let's go Stompers chance. Break out with 2 out and 2 on. The 1-1 hit right back up the middle. Europero can't reach it and it goes into the outfield. Taylor gloves, throws home. It gets high and all the way to the back screen. The runners advance to second and third. The Seagulls cut the lead in half thanks to a Jake Brewer single. Heflin scores from second. Schmidt goes from one corner to the other. And Brewer's in second with 2 down to bring up Davis Gurman, the 3-hole hitter.
Now batting, your batter, the center fielder, number 9, Davis Gurman.
4 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs on the year for Gurman. He also has 38 strikeouts, including 2 today. He struck out 5 times over the last 2 matchups between these 2 ball clubs. Has a chance to give San Francisco their first lead of the night. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play. 0-1. Was an all-conference player at Morehead State. He's heading to the University of Utah in the fall. Tinsley comes home. Misses in the dirt. McCown prevents that one from getting to the backstop and likely prevented the tying run from crossing the plate. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Tinsley is a punch out away from getting out of the inning. Does that Craig Kimball crouch almost to look into the catcher for the sign. He fires, swing and a miss, strike 3. Davis Gurman goes down swinging for the 3rd time in the game, but not before 1 run crosses the plate on 2 hits, 2 left. We head into the bottom of the 5th and a 2-1 game.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI. local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Declan Mendel stays in the game for inning number 5. He faces the top of the order for the third time today. Chase Taylor starts things off by looking at a pitch blown away, 1-0. The leadoff man is 2 for 2 with a double and a single. He's ahead in the count and extends that to 2-0 on a backdoor slider that couldn't find the outside of the plate. On deck, Connor Johnston, the defensive substitute for Ben Sebastiani. It'll be his first at-bat of the day, as Taylor is in a 3-0 count. He gets the pitch, looks at it for a called strike. Chase Taylor is the only Stomper to swing on a 3-0 pitch all year. That was against the Seagulls a couple weeks back, and he got a single as the 9th batter of the inning. And he's all the way back in a 3-2 count after taking 2 pitches on the outside. Were called strikes, 3-2. Entering today, there's been 103 times Sonoma's had been in a 3-0 count. Only one time there's been a swing. As that one hit the other way, gloved by Swanson on a 2-hopper, and Taylor didn't even really run at that one. He walks back to the dugout, retired for the first time today, 5-3. We've already seen 2 Sonoma players exit the game, Ben Sebastiani and Trent Keys. The man in for Ben Sebastiani, Connor Johnston, steps into the left-handed batter's box. Is also in for B7 in right field. The first pitch to the lefty is hit over to short. Brewer collects that one off the ground, throws, and Lamoff stretched out to make the grab. 2 straight ground outs to start the bottom of the 5th. Sonoma only leads by a run. They only have 2 runs to show despite having 6 hits on the day. That includes a Hunter Carlson single back in the 3rd. He's 1 for 2 today. Mendel finds the outside corner yet again, 0-1. The starter doing a great job of finding that outside part of his zone, testing Dylan Brewster's designated strike area. The 0-1. That one inside out of the glove of Hurtado, 1-1. Carlson leads Sonoma in on-base percentage. Entered today and a .518 clip. He gets on base over half the times he comes up. He hits that one high. It's a left center. Heflin and Gurman come together, and it's the left fielder, Cade Heflin, who makes the grab. A 1-2-3 fifth. Sonoma goes down in order. We head into the top of the 6th in a 1-run game.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. The throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland.
Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Aiden Tinsley stays in the game to start the top of the sixth. Only a one-run lead to defend after the Seagulls cut the deficit in half in the fifth. He faces Lamoth, Wall, and Swanson. Fires the first pitch to the lefty and misses outside, ball one. Some more changes in the Stompers outfield. It started out Keys, Taylor, Sebastiani. It now goes Jones, Johnston, and Bass, as Tinsley misses on a fastball away, 2-0. Keys exited the game due to a hamstring issue. Sebastiani exited the game, the heat. And now Wesley Bask in right for Chase Taylor, as that one hit right back up the middle. Ayala throws high, but Shepler just got a foot down on the bag in time. Lamoff grounds out the short for the second time in the row, one down in the sixth.
This game's flying along, Nate, and if you take away the injuries, which have put a bit of a damper on the lead, the pitching has been outstanding. Mazinter was great, and since entering, so has Aiden Tinsley. Only run he gave up, a little bleeder ground ball single.
That run belongs to Max Mazinter, who threw 4 innings, 1 run, no walks, no hits, 3 walks, 1 hit by pitch, and 5 strikeouts, as that one misses low, ball 1. Tinsley with a couple of strikeouts of his own. He's behind 1-0 to Tanner Wall, who's 0 for 2 today, as time is now called. And we're ready to go again. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It's the first game for Wesley Bass since the Philippine series a couple weekends ago, as that one is crushed to right field, right to Bass. He immediately gets involved for the second out of the inning. Brings up Brandon Swanson as Tinsley searches for the third out. Seagulls scored their lone run with 2 outs back in the fifth. That was an RBI single from Jake Brewer. Pitch misses low and ends to Swanson. It's this middle of the order that struggled today for San Francisco. 4, 5, and 6 yet to reach. Swanson hoping to break that here with 2 down. He hits that one foul right to the Flybirds Margarita Lounge. If you're looking for tickets, not a bad place to catch a game. There's only 5 more chances to see the Stompers at Arnold Field in the regular season. Starting with today, 4 more after today. You can buy your tickets at stompersbaseball.com. The 1-1. Inside. Misses, ball 2.
Brandon Swanson ahead in the count here against Aiden Tinsley. He's now ahead 3-1 on a pitch low in the dirt. Trying to get a 2-out rally going here for the Gulls. Sonoma has won every game but one this year against San Francisco. This is the final meeting between these two ball clubs. Sonoma undefeated at home. Hitters count. Swanson hits that one the other way, but it goes foul. Just couldn't stay fair on what would have been extra bases for Brandon Swanson. Sonoma is 6-1 on the year against San Francisco. Tinsley comes home, swing and a miss, strike three. Third K of the day for Aiden Tinsley, who puts up a 1-2 frame as we head into the bottom of the sixth. And a one-run game.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Vassell, McCown, and Jones to the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Tino is the reason why the Stompers lead 2-1. His two-run homer in the first, still the difference in a one-run game, with Declan Mendel staying in the game for his sixth frame. First pitch outside for a ball. We know that Mark Caviglia likes to stretch his arms. Declan Mendel no different. He finds the plate on a backdoor breaking ball. 1-1. Theo Soros went 72 pitches against Sonoma and just 3 days later threw 93 out of the pen. And Mendel's ahead 1-2 here against Vassell. Eating up innings for San Francisco. Tino gets the 1-2 pitch and looks at it outside 2-2. Vassell now tied for the CCL North lead in home runs. He leads the entire league in RBIs with 34. He looks at one high, ball three, full count here to Vassell, the USF Dawn. Struck out with the bases loaded and two down in the top of the ninth against the Seagulls on Sunday. He walks to start out the sixth here. His 31st walk of the summer. Brings up Gage McCown with one on, nobody out. Gage McCown, a walk and a strikeout, but back in that third inning, he was about a foot or two away from his third home run of the year. Would have opened up the game for Sonoma, but they only lead 2-1.
He has Vassell at first. Gets a first pitch fastball below the knees, 1-0. Mendel comes home and misses away. Ball 2. Walked the first batter he faced in Vassell, and he's behind 2-0 in his 6th inning of work. Arm starting to toss for San Francisco in their bullpen. Favorable count here to Gage McCown, 2-0. Gets a pitch and fouls it back, 2-1. He liked what he saw there, but was just a little under it.
High and tight, good pitch, bust him inside, and McCown did a nice job of getting the hands into it, but couldn't get fully around it.
Mike Jones on deck. Tino Vassell at first, Gage McCown at the plate. Mendel comes home and finds the inner part of the plate, 2-2. Right on the black. And 2-2. McCown looks at it for strike 3. Seventh of the day for Declan Mendel. Oh, that was his 6th, beg your pardon. First pitch, Jones hits that one high and deep to left. Heflin and Gurman back at the wall. It's out of here. First pitch swinging for Missile Mike. He extends Sonoma's lead for his 2nd home run of the year. 4-1, Stomps in front. Just crushed that one, 360 to the left field gap, and Mark Caviglia out of the dugout. That'll be Declan Mendel's day. A 2nd home run he's allowed. Sends him packing. Sonoma in front, 4-1 here in the bottom of the 6th.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284.
Mark Caviglia goes to a southpaw. Cameron Boyd, the lefty from Gilroy, California, stands 5'9" and plays his college ball at Gavilan down in the South Bay. He'll be facing Misael Urapero with one down here in the bottom of the 6th after a Mike Jones home run pushed Declan Mendel out of the game. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch is hit the other way. Heflin tracks over and makes the grab for the second out of the inning. Mendel's line, the starter, went 5 1/3, allowed 7 hits, including 2 home runs. All 4 of his runs came on the long balls, and then 2 walks and 7 strikeouts. Someone who attacked in the zone and got strikeouts, but also allowed hits.
Yeah, you can't attack in the zone forever against this team. They'll make you pay. Both Tino and Mike did it, and that's how you get to 4-1.
Bryson Ayala made these Seagulls pay for attacking in the zone yesterday, but he's 0 for 2 today and behind 0-1 with a called strike on the outside. Had a single and a homer, 3 RBIs back in San Bruno on Sunday. The 0-1 to the righty. Hit high and deep to right. Schmidt back at the track, and he makes the grab for the final out of the inning. Cameron Boyd gets a couple of flyouts to end the bottom of the 6th, but not before 2 runs come across the plate on a Mike Jones homer. We head into the top of the 7th in a 4-1 ball game. Kieran Costa back on play-by-play.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Kyle Sayo comes out of the bullpen, the righty from Chaminade. Has made 2 appearances in total of 3 innings where he's allowed 3 runs on 6 hits, a walk and a strikeout, 3 earned runs, that is. 4 runs total. He deals with Heflin, Schmidt, and Brooks, the bottom third of the order. Comes on in relief of Aiden Tinsley, and the righty's first pitch is high and outside at 85 miles an hour for ball 1. Sayo from Sac City College through last year out in Hawaii at Chaminade. His first outing was against these Seagulls. He pitched an inning, he loaded the bases, he got out of the jam. The second-year Stomper finds the top of the zone. The count's 1-1.
And a I'm sure it's nice for Seo to be back at Arnold Field. This is his first appearance of the year at home for Sonoma.
Pitched alongside his brother Ryan on the staff. Heflin swings and jolts one to deep right, and Heflin homers to lead off the 7th inning, and he watched it every step of the way. Stood at home plate until that ball dropped over the fence. Long ball for Heflin. It's 4-2.
I'm sure Mark Caviglia would have minded that when he came up to bat multiple times in 2 innings before 2 of his teammates even hit. First homer of the year, though, for Cade Heflin. Definitely coming around over the last couple days for these Seagulls.
Second collegiate homer. He just hit 1 at Wheeling, as this one's bounced foul at home plate.
I mean, it's the hottest game we've had all year at Arnold Field, and we have 3 home runs to show for it. The ball just traveling today in the high heat.
348 feet off the bat of the Wheeling University Heflin. This one's bounced to first. Shapler fields and flips to Seo in time. That goes 3-1. There's the first out. That was a towering blast to right, probably 10 feet inside the pole. I think there was a second Heflin was watching if it would go fair. It was pretty safely fair. He might have just been pimping a home run in a game his team trailed by 3. They don't come off it in the CCL. Why not enjoy him? First pitch to Brooks, swing and a miss, chases. He's behind 0-1.
It's a good thing Sonoma got that home run back in the 6th, the Mike Jones 2-run shot, because that would have tied the game otherwise. Not an insignificant hit.
Swing and a miss. Brooks is now behind 2-0. Bryce Brooks struck out looking in the 3rd and bunted with 2 strikes in the 5th and bunted it foul. He was out. So he's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, and now he's behind. No balls and 2 strikes. He lays off a slider down and away.
And that's why we say, Kieran, you're not expecting a bunt on 2 strikes, and then lo and behold.
And that's why you don't bunt on 2 strikes. This one's popped to very shallow right field. It's Misael Europero, the second baseman, who makes the catch. A half-hearted swing from Brooks. He just poked it the other way, but an easy play for Europero. And there's 2 away from the top of the order, and A.J. Hurtado. Hurtado, the catchers, grounded out, walked. He also flew out to left. 4-2 game in the 7th. And A.J. takes a called strike 1. Stomps into the postseason with a win today. The pitch is low, 1-1. It would be the 3rd consecutive CCL postseason berth for Zach Pace and his coaching staff. The 1-1. Check swing, ground ball to 3rd. It's a fair ball. Tino Vassell fires across the diamond in time. And Hurtado didn't mean to swing, but it works out for the Stompers to get out of the inning. Heflin's leadoff homer, the only hit and run of the inning. Nobody left. Time to stretch in the 7th. Sonoma doubling up San Francisco 4-2.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Anthony Shepler.
9-1-2 in the seventh. Shepler and then Bass and then Johnston. Two of those guys weren't in the starting lineup. And that one's low. 1-0. All three Stompers outfielders have left this game due to injury. Keys dealing with a hamstring, Taylor dealing with an ankle, and Sebastiani struggling with the heat. Shepler swings. That ball's jolted to right, and that ball is gone. Anthony Shepler's fourth of the season. Sonoma extends the lead to 5-2. .370 feet. And Anthony Shepler has just tied Hunter Carlson for second on the ball club.
He saw a leadoff homer from Kate Heflin and said, I can raise you one. 370. It's the longest hit ball we've seen of the day.
And the fourth home run between the two clubs.
Fireworks to start in the first game of the final week for Sonoma.
Last time the Stompers clinched a playoff berth, it was also against these Seagulls. It was also at home, and that game also had a few long balls. First pitch to Bass is a called strike. Wesley in his first game action in almost 2 weeks. Injured against the Philippines baseball group. That's when that injury began, in his heel. And then his last plate appearance was July 12th against these Seagulls. He's been dealing with some heel issues for a while now. He had said they flared up around 4th of July is what he told me, and then tried to play through it for a little while, but now he's back, and he takes an 0-2 low, 1-2.
I mean, when you're running as much as Wesley Bass was running when he was healthy, it makes sense. 12 stolen bases on the year.
The right he takes outside 2-2.
Yet to be caught stealing.
I would think those stolen base numbers go down now. No need to push the envelope, dealing with some tender heels for the Georgia State outfielder, who takes a pitch down, and now it's 3-2. For Shepler, home run number 4, RBI number 15. Third Stomper to homer today, Vassell Jones, and now Shepler. Top of the order in Wesley Bass at the plate. Payoff pitch. bounced foul back to the screen. Cameron Boyd got 2 fly balls to escape the 6th inning, but was welcomed into the 7th by a long home run from Shepler. And Gage Cascones, the pitching coach, is going to come out on a 3-2 pitch to Bass. And it could be maybe to buy some time for the bullpen. He waited a very, very long time to come out. Dylan Brewster joins him. Cameron Boyd might be injured, and he is. The left-hander is going to exit the ball game, so we'll have an extended break in the action. Pitching change. Boyd's day is done. We'll tell you about the new arm next. Stompers on top 5-2.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future.
Kai Hanasaki, the righty from Tokyo by way of Cumberland University, also played at Mississippi Valley State, comes on to face Wesley Bass in a 3-2 count. Inherits a full count and walks Wesley Bass. So that walk is charged to Cameron Boyd. And so officially now his outing will begin here against Connor Johnston. Boyd got 2 outs. He allowed 1 hit. It was a home run. He didn't strike out anybody, and he walked a batter. He's allowed at least 1 run, and he's responsible for the man at first. That's Bass, who runs first pitch. And the pitch goes straight to the backstop. Stolen base for Wesley. The heel, no problem at all. Stolen base for Wesley Bass.
Lucky number 13 on the year.
Still yet to be caught, and he goes on the first pitch after returning from injury that he can run on. He does. And an ugly play by Hurtado, who tried to catch it and pop up to third to second. He just completely missed the ball, and it rolled to the backstop. Johnston bounces it foul, 1-1. Hanasaki making his 11th appearance. He's pitched 11 1/3 innings to the tune of a 6.35 ERA. That includes 6 strikeouts, 13 hits allowed, and 16 walks. He checks on Bass at second, delivers home from a sidearm delivery, and it's fouled off by Johnston, 1-2. Stompers trying to extend what's a 5-2 lead. They have a runner at second, Bass, and a 1-2 pitch to Johnston, who grounded out in his only at-bat so far today. And he grounds this one foul towards the Stomper dugout down the first base line. Bass calls time to tie his shoe out at second base. He's standing back up and ready to take his lead. CJ, left-handed hitter. The pitch. Outside for a ball. Sonoma ever closer to clinching a spot in the playoffs. That one misses low and inside. The count's now full 3-2. Good job to battle by Johnston back into a advantageous count for the hitter. Lots of hitting room in left center. Gurman shallow and to the pull side. Johnston bounces it foul past the first base coach, Jacoby Heyer. And there will now be an 8th pitch. Hunter Carlson on deck. Meat of the Stomper order. Vassell after him. Still nobody out in the 7th. Johnston takes ball 4. Two walks to start Hanasaki's outing, and now Carlson up 1 for 3 today, but a very powerful lefty. Carlson's played today perfectly to his average. He's a .333 hitter. He's 1 for 3. First pitch, outside and low. Picked by Hurtado, almost like a first baseman. That's in the far batter's box. No time to move your body to get in front of it. Just stabbed it with the glove. Carlson watches one go by for a strike. Bassett second, he walked. Johnson at first walked as well. Carlson looking to put some distance between the Stompers and the Seagulls. The pitch, down and in, 2-1. Doesn't get any easier. Tino Vassell in the on-deck circle, homered in the first. He also has a walk, and he scored 2 of the 5 runs. Hanasaki's 2-1 offer. Carlson sends it the other way. Heflin back, but he circles under it to make the catch. No warning track here at Arnold Field. The grass goes up to the fence, but Heflin would have been a few steps shy. And it brings up Tino Vassell.
You can see Hunter Carlson trying to work on his opposite base power, his opposite field power, beg your pardon. A couple of flyouts in a row now to left field. Can be a valuable skill if you can unlock it.
Pitch to Vassell is cut on and missed. Also, something that happens when you're facing really slow velocity, you're trying to wait as long as you can for it to come to you. And when you're, Coach Mayo always says when you're facing maybe in this league 83 and below as the pitch to Vassell is low, you want to start the opposite way and then work your way around the diamond. So you're trying to let it get as deep as possible against these pitchers that are throwing sub 85. Mendel throw around to 83, and Hanasaki no firmer than that. 1-1. Vassell lines it down the right field line and foul. First and second, 1 out. 1-2 pitch on the way to Vassell. Lefty from Pleasant Hill. Got some run as a true freshman at USF, headed back to Rob DeToma's program this fall. He lines this one to second. The throw back goes to first base and safe. Christian Lamothe just was not on the bag. That had a real chance to be a double play. If Lamothe had gotten back to the bag maybe a step sooner. Either way, it goes as a line out to the second baseman. And Gage McCown is the next man to bat with 2 on and 2 out. Gage walked and struck out twice. Both of those against the starter Mendel. He was very close to delivering his third long ball of the summer. First pitch to him. Inside, almost hit Gage at 69 miles an hour on the slider. Want to know the count. McCown bounces it over the head of Dave Hoke, the third base coach. And this Stomper staff's been together a long time. Hokie in year 3, third base coach. Zach Pace, year 8. He's been working with Mike Nunez and Coach Mayo for Mayo. This is, I think, year 4 or 5. The pitch to McCown's low and outside. Mike Nunez and him have been working all the way back from their Sonoma State days, working under Coach John Geltz. Coach Gilroy, the bench coach, was Zach Pace's BP pitcher at Sonoma State when he was a player back in the early 2000s. There's a tight-knit coaching staff on their way to their 3rd straight postseason berth. McCown takes outside 3-1. So much time and effort goes in from that bunch over the season.
And Coach Geltz over there, right next to the dugout, talking with his former staff members.
Hitters count to McCown. Outside, and the bases are loaded. Bass takes 3rd. Johnston takes 2nd. To first goes McCown, and the bases are loaded for Mike Jones. Meeting at the mound between Hurtado and Hanasaki, broken up by Dylan Brewster. Jones homered against the starter Mendel, chased him from the ballgame. He's 1 for 2, came in as a defensive replacement for Trent Keys. Right-handed hitter, he's shown the pop already. He's ahead 1-0, walk will do the trick. For Jones, his 2-run homer tacked on a couple RBI to what's been a far from ideal start. The pitch. That one's lined into deep left center field. That's going to get down as well and two hop the wall. It might clear the bases. They're sending McCown towards the plate. The relay throw is late, and it's a 3 RBI double for Mike Jones. 5 RBIs on the day for Jones. He's now up to 13 on the season.
Now batting, the second baseman from Youngstown State, number 46, Misael Europero.
This is what the Sonoma offense needed after Sunday, where they struggled to score guys left on the bases. They've been hitting it around really well today.
Misael Europero takes it low, 1-0. Seagulls did it to themselves, walked 3, and then Jones cleans it up for everybody with a 3 RBI double, bases clearer for Missile Mike. Sidestep delivery to Europero. That ball's hit high to right. Not even a look from George Schmidt. It's way out of here. Misael Europero's second collegiate level home run. A booming drive to right. And Sonoma's pouring it on. It's 10-2. Mark Craviglia back out to the mound. The Stompers have hit around here in the 7th. George Schmidt didn't even move. Right fielder knew he did not have a chance at that one. Time for a change in Sonoma. Kai Hanasaki gives up the double and the homer. 4 earned for the righty whose day is done. Breaking the action, pitching change. All Sonoma 10-2.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Luke Shaw, the new arm, 5'10", 180 pounds for the righty from Carlsbad. He went to Sage Creek High School and played on the Cal Poly Club baseball team, where he pitched to a 3.78 ERA. He's given up 9 earned in 9 innings so far this year. He's given up 11 unearned runs. So 20 runs, but just 9 earned on 15 walks and 9 strikeouts. He faces Bryson Ayala, the 9th man in the inning. And he's ahead 2-0, 86 on the fastball. Two and 0. Shaw delivers. High again, 3-0.
Second team this summer has seen some Cal Poly Club kids. Santa Maria Indians had a couple arms they used from the Cal Poly Club team.
Not a bad club team. 3-0. Shaw misses high for ball 4. And Anthony Shepler, who homered to lead off this inning, will now bat again in the 7th. Stompers have put up 6 in the inning.
Number 7, Anthony Shepler.
Powerful lefty. Second on the team in home runs after his long ball earlier this frame. He takes a called strike, outside edge at 83. Fastball from Shaw. No action in the Seagull bullpen. Could be Shaw to get the last 4 outs. Shepler takes a called strike, 0-2. O2 comes to Shepler. Outside and high. 1-2. All fastballs this at bat from Shaw. He's walked Ayala. That's the only man he's faced thus far. Hanasaki went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 4 runs on 2 hits. He walked 2. As Shepler hooks one foul down the line and out of play. Stompers pouring it on the Seagulls. 10 runs on 10 hits.
And it's one that you felt like you needed to have after the last couple losses. A blowout to Walnut Creek on Saturday here at Arnold, and then a tough one back in San Francisco that you felt like you should have won.
Pitch to Shepler. Checked his swing on a pitch inside. Appeal to Pierce. No swing. Counts 2-2. Stompers are on the road tomorrow against Menlo Park. We will have a video stream for you on the road for that one, and then for the playoff game, hopefully playoff games next week. Shepler strikes out looking, and the side is retired. But the Stompers blow this thing open with 6 runs on just 3 hits. We play to the 8th. Sonoma 10, San Francisco 2.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Brady Rutan, the new arm into the bowl game. He pitches the 8th. He faces Brewer and then a pinch hitter. Marcus Graham already out on deck. Rutan comes on to relieve Seo. He's 6'2", 195 pounds, and his first pitch is a called ball. He went to Oak Ridge High School, then Sac City. Played the last 2 years at UC Riverside. Tallied just 1 inning there. Battling injury. Played for the Stompers in 2022. He blows this one by Brewer. Seo in the inning. He pitched the 7th. Gave up a home run and nothing else. So a hit, a run, no walks, no Ks. Rutan, a tall righty. Overpowering stuff when it's on. Just low at 89 miles an hour. Good pitch from Rutan. Graham, a lefty on deck to hit for Gurman. We'll see what happens first to Brewer. The 2-1 pitch is hit straight back to the screen. 0-2. Stompers pitching has struck out 8. 5 from Max Mazinter in 4 innings. 3 from Tinsley over 2. A 6 spot in the bottom of the 7th has blown it open as we play in the top of the 8th. Brewer 1 for 2 on the day with a hit by pitch. Strikes out swinging, squeezed by McCown. First for Rutan, 9th for Stomper pitching, and it brings up Marcus Graham, the lefty. He played in the Great Lakes League and the Western Canadian League. He's a left-handed hitter, plays his college ball at Missouri Baptist. The senior transferred there from Beacon Hills College. Hit .333 with 8 doubles and 3 homers for Mizzou Baptist. Swings first pitch and hits it to second. Europero slips, recovers, and throws out Graham. Comes off the bench cold and sees just a pitch. It was an adventure for Europero out at second. He slipped on his first step, then backpedaled, almost slipped again. Had enough time to recover and throw out Graham quickly. 2 outs for Rutan here in the 8th. Lamont, powerful left-handed hitter from St. Bonaventure. Awaits the first one from Rutan. In there for a called strike 1. Stomper pitching today really good. 1 run charged to Max Mazinter. That was on a single, a weak ground ball single that got through. And then a solo home run by Heflin. The score's 10-2, Stompers. Lamothe takes inside and low. Cutter. Stompers finish out the regular season at home Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Lamothe swings and misses 1 and 2. We'll be on the road tomorrow at Menlo Park. You can get a video feed of that game here on the Stompers Broadcast Network, and then we'll also have you covered through the postseason with video streams both at home and on the road. Pitch comes to Christian Lamothe with the bases empty and 2 outs. Rutan, drop step pitch. Lamothe just gets a piece to foul it back. Slider bearing in on the hands. Lamothe, a great job to stay alive. Christian 0 for 3 today. Had a chance to get that average up over 300. He entered at 299, but a fly ball to left and a couple ground balls have made that impossible. As this one's popped up, foul out of play again. Nothing comes easy. It's still 1 and 2. 6th pitch. Rutan struck out Brewer, induced a weak ground ball from Graham. Trying to put away Lamothe for a 1-2-3 inning. Tanner Wall will hit for himself. He's on deck. Hopefully that's in the 9th. Rutan's delivery. Lamothe fouls it back to the screen.
Brilliant fight from Christian Lamothe.
That one 90 miles an hour at the top of the zone. Tough pitch to get to. Rutan looking to put away Lamothe. And he does. Goes to the change, and Lamothe way out in front. Nothing across for the Seagulls in the 8th. Bottom of the 8th inning is next on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
From Georgia State, number 44, Wesley Bass.
Wesley Bass, a right-handed hitter, leads off the 8th and takes inside from Shaw. 1-0. Slider slipped. Right on right. That pitch high and tight. It counts 2-0.
Get him in a booth.
Johnson and Carlson will hit after Bass. The pitch. That ball's hammered foul down the left field line. It's a barrel for Bass, 85 up in the zone. It's a perfect pitch if you're Bass in the batter's box. Slider comes back to the inside corner. The count's 2-2. Two hits Bass. And the Stompers have the leadoff man aboard. Here in inning number 8.
Now batting, the center fielder from Bellarmine University, number 5, Connor Johnston.
First pitch to CJ Lowe, skips past the catcher. Wild pitch will go against Shaw. To second base goes Bass. Fifth time Wesley's been hit. Out of town scoreboard, Crawdads finished off the legend 6-3. That pitch just misses. It's the only other northern teams in action tonight. (2-0). Upstairs and outside, 3-0. Seagulls need some strike throwers. Called strike 3-1. Three-one pitch. Johnston lines it into left field for a base hit. Wesley Bass is going to get a stop sign as he limps almost into third base. It's a knock for Johnston. Runners at first and third for Hunter Carlson.
I was one where I think Bass was expecting to get waved home. So he ran around third pretty hard, and Hoke held him up.
The pitch is low to Hunter Carlson. The pitch is a strike to Carlson. The count's 1-2. One and two pitch. Carlson hits it just foul. There's runners at the corners. We have Bass at third. He was hit by a pitch, moved to second on a wild pitch, and to third on a Johnston single. And Hunter Carlson is behind in the count 1-2. He hits this one to third, knocked down by Ramirez. He goes to second for one and turns to first, double play. Alan Ramirez, the new third baseman, with a very nice play on a hard hit, low line drive. So that goes 5-4-3 on the double play. out is Johnson at second base, and everyone had to held. One and 0 the count on Vassell. There's a runner at third, and the pitch is bounced foul. And Luke Shaw might be the first Seagull pitcher to pitch in this game, Nate, without giving up a run. And every other pitcher, Mendel, Boyd, and Hanasaki, all gave up home runs. So obviously those runs come with. They all gave up multiple runs. The 1-1 to Vassell is up and outside 2-1.
Yeah. Mendel gave up a couple. He gave up a 2-run shot to Vassell back in the first, and then a 2-run shot to Mike Jones back in the sixth, and then Shepler had a solo shot off of Boyd before he exited the game because of an injury, and then Hanasaki gave up a 2-run bomb to Misael Uripero. All 4 different players with home runs.
Vassell takes a ball. It's 3-1. There's action in the Stomper bullpen. The 3-1 pitch is swung on a high fastball. (10-2) game. 3-2 pitch. Vassell strikes out swinging, and Luca Shaw works himself in and out of trouble in the 8th. Get that champagne on ice. The Stompers are 3 outs away from clinching a postseason berth. They try and close things out on the other side.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Good. Jacob Gilbreth, the pinch hitter. He will face Riley Dickey. So a couple new ball players into the game. One hitter, one pitcher. Dickey, 6'1", 195, righty from Merced, pitched at Modesto Junior College last year, and his first pitch is high and inside. He relieves Brady Rutan, who struck out 2 in a 1-2-3. 8th. Now we play into the 9th. The pitch to Gilbreth. finds the top of the zone, 1-1. Jacob from Gavilan College, 9 for 54 this year, double and a long ball. The 1-1 fouled off of the mask of McCown. Zach Pace will take a step out of the dugout, make sure McCown's okay. Gage hasn't even looked back. He's fine and he's ready to go. And he'll try and put down a sign that can put away Gilbreth. One and two. Dickey comes set here in his 9th appearance. It's lined over the leap of Misael Europero into right. Very nearly an athletic play from Europero. Instead, it's just the 4th hit allowed by Dickey in 7 2/3 innings. He's still yet to allow a run.
It's just the 3rd hit allowed all day for Sonoma. I think he put 4th. Tinsley gave up 2. Seo had the solo shot, and then now Dickey gives up a knock here.
2-ball could get him out of it against Alan Ramirez, getting his first at-bat. San Jose State infielder, also plays right. The pitch is outside. So Gilbreth replaces Wall, and now Ramirez will stay in the game and hit. Made a very nice play at third defensively. The pitch is a line foul back to the screen.
If there's something you can be really happy about if you're Mark Caviglia, it's been a great defensive game from San Francisco.
No errors charged to the Seagulls today. One and one on Ramirez. Infield plays for 2. The pitch. Called strike. Fully in the zone. 1 and 2. Cade Heflin is on deck. The 1-2 offer from Dickey. This one's bounced toward short, could be 2. Ayala underhands to Europero. The turn to first in time. 6-4-3, turn the Stompers. And Riley Dickey has just been so good in the back half of this summer for Sonoma. I would be surprised if he doesn't get at least 1 inning of the potential 2 playoff games the Stompers could play. I think he's in line to pitch next Tuesday at some point after Max Mazinner. Stompers ready to celebrate as that one misses to Heflin. Cade popped out, walked, and homered. One-oh pitch. Heflin way late, 1-1. One pitch from Dickey is way outside 2-1. Pop out a walk and a homer on the day for Heflin. Holding the home plate umpire Dylan Brewster. Now he's ready. Left-handed hitter with an ever so slightly open stance. 2-1. Low, 3-1. 3-1 pitch is low for ball 4. Gage McCown comes up limping, and here comes Zach Pace. Worrying scenes here for the Stomper backstop, who seems to be favoring his left leg here.
I think that one might have
got a piece of Gage back behind the plate. Happened to a couple Stompers catchers a year ago. That's a real painful one for McCown. The pitch is a called strike. George Schmidt, the only thing standing between the Stompers and the 2026 playoff. Schmidt takes a called strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs in the 9th. Riley Dickey, the righty, faces Schmidt, the lefty. Comes set, a deep breath and the delivery. Struck him out swinging. For the 3rd straight season, the Stomps are dancing. They will take on the 2 seed in the wild card game of the 2026 postseason. Sonoma clinches a spot. They've been right there for a while, Nate, but it's nice to have it officially in the book.
Yeah, now you can kind of just play baseball freely the last few days. Find out more about your team that you don't know already. A really nice performance up and down for Sonoma. All 3 aspects of the game, hitting, pitching, and defense, were very solid today. You have to be happy with that win. A great bounce back for Zach Pace and co.
Stompers win at 10-2. We'll be back with the totals after this.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. Another game is in the books. To break things down, let's go back to Kieran and Nate with the Stompers postgame show.
Stompers cruise past the Seagulls by the final score of 10-2, and that wraps up the season series between Sonoma and San Francisco. The Stompers finished 7-1. They've dominated the Gulls over this past season, Nate.
Yeah, and there were some really good moments, some really fun games between these two ball clubs. You know, a lot of these games were close last year. The first game of the series looked like it would continue that tradition, but Sonoma was dominant from then and on. Some really fun games. You think back to Zach Pace's 200th league win. You think back to the game played under protest. This one was exciting in its own way. A few homers for Sonoma, a homer from San Francisco's Cade Heflin, dominant pitching from the Stomps, and some really nice defensive plays. Everything you could ask for.
Stompers get 7 free passes en route to the win. Max Mazinter is your winning pitcher. He improves to 1-0. Declan Mendel takes the loss to fall to 0-3. Tomorrow we will have a video stream from Baylands Park in Menlo Park for the Stompers and the Legends. But here the Stompers improved to 22-16, punched their ticket, snapped the losing streak, and they're now 10 games above 500 in league games at home. 10-11-1 triumphs over 2-4-0. Mazinter beats Mendel, and that's all we have for you here on a Tuesday evening. For Lucas Sebastiani on the stats and my broadcast partner Nate Martin, Stompers are going to the playoffs thanks to a 10-2 win over the Seagulls. I'm Kieran Costa saying so long from Sonoma.
Thanks for sharing your evening with us here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. For schedule info and game tickets, go to stompersbaseball.com or catch collegiate baseball at its best right here on our YouTube channel. And always remember, success on the field starts with success in the classroom.